Being lonely can really impact your mood, and it can definitely impact the thoughts that you have. It can make you feel more isolated, more depressed, more anxious, and really play mind games on you. I know that so many men are suffering from loneliness right now, and they're not truly understanding if they will ever get out of this time period. They might think that it's going to last forever. And today we're going to explore how to overcome male loneliness, and can you actually do it? Now, I believe that it really is a process right now, especially because our world has definitely created a reality to where most men can live in a digital world. They can go pretty much social media, and then they can go home, Netflix, and they can even work from home because since 2020, a lot of people are working from home. So there can be times where a lot of people don't even go about in this real world, because you got to think, man, you can order groceries from home. You can pretty much do everything, and I think that's where we're moving in society. But that has put us into a position to where a lot of people aren't getting actual communication with humans. So typically, if you're not practicing that skill, you're going to lose it, man. And that's what I'm realizing. A lot of men are lonely because they might have grew up, especially the new generation, they grew up with social anxiety because the social media platforms have put us in this position to now where, we're seeing other people, we're seeing what people are doing in Dubai, we're seeing what people are doing in, the Philippines and Thailand, and just not here in Americas. So that has made us, put us in really a mind frame to where we're starting to think about, man, are people actually living like this, and how come I'm not living like this? So just that little bit of sense of insecurity is making it hard for you to go out into this world and communicate to other people how you feel and to project any form of masculinity. So loneliness is really difficult because when you're alone, it can be difficult different. When you're alone, it can actually be different than feeling lonely. Because a lot of times I've noticed, I truly, honestly, I feel sometimes the most best when I am alone, because I like being alone, man. I like spending time with myself. I like spending time with my thoughts. I like being able to not be influenced by others. But during certain times, certain people cannot manage this. I do think it's an art. I think it's a skill to learn how to be alone and embrace your own thoughts, embrace how you truly feel. And I think that's why I think you need to overcome it. So when we're talking about being alone versus being loneliness, I do think that those are two different things, but they can happen at the same time. So for instance, you can feel like, all right, I'm alone right now. I have no friends. I have no family. I have really nobody to talk to. It's just me by myself doing everything. Now you feel alone, and then you can feel lonely at the same time because you have no ability to go out there and talk to somebody if you truly wanted to. Now I think on the opposite side, you can feel alone because you're truly deciding that. You're not truly lonely because you have people that you could talk to. You have a pastor, you have people online, you have people in your real life that you can truly express yourself, but you're choosing not to because you might just feel insecure, you might be tormented by demons. There might be reasons why you don't want to express it, but you're not truly lonely. You have people that are really there for you. And a lot of people think that they're alone, but they really do have people that's there for them. I assure you, you might think your mom doesn't really have your back, your dad doesn't really have your back, but if things came down to it, bro, they would come through in the clutch. You just might have a sense of ego, you might have a sense of pride, and that is not allowing you to truly tell them and be vulnerable with that. So those are two different things. I want to get that out first. But now let's get to the question, can you actually overcome it? I would say yes, but for the majority of people, it's going to be a difficult process. The majority of men are stuck in this program that they can never do more with their life, that they can never be more, that they can never experience a different reality. So I would say the first way for you to overcome it is to analyze. It's really about awareness. A lot of this stuff is about awareness. And I think that's a problem that we have as men, is we don't take time to self-reflect and analyze and process things correctly. In order for you to truly get past loneliness, You have to understand, why am I lonely? Now, if you say I can't make friends, let's explore that a little further. Why can't I make friends? Is it because I'm insecure? Is it because I'm jealous? Is it because I have hatred in my heart? Is it because I'm anger? Like I'm always in aggression and anger? Is it because people hate me? But why do they hate me? You have to start asking these questions though. Maybe you're afraid to be hurt. Why am I afraid to be hurt? And then let's say it's because of the past. You had a friend, he got close to you, he hurt you, so now you have your guard up and you think every man is capable of doing that. So that might make you feel lonely because you're not opening up your heart to put yourself in a position to be vulnerable again. But that doesn't truly mean that you can be lonely. That just means that you don't choose. You're constantly choosing not to be heartbroken. Or the same thing with a woman. Now this is a little bit more complex than making friends. With women as a man, it's difficult because there's two different sides of this coin. You have to self-develop. So this is like my number one question. I'm lonely. How am I ever going to get a woman? And how can I get past this point? Now, me specifically, I always take the approach of feeding your spirit because I think we need to have that. That's what I think. A lot of these communities, they just give you this information, but they're not building you on a spiritual level. And you need that as a man. You need your core right. You need your soul right. You need your spirit right, because this world is doing everything it possibly can to break your spirit. So you have to first overcome the fact that I need to know that I'm living in a spiritual world. Can you get past that point? Can you see that? If you can't see that, then you might not overcome loneliness because you're not truly understanding this is a spiritual warfare. You're just operating in the physical aspect of it. And most men, you're going to get stuck in that because this whole world is designed to keep you isolated from who you really are. Because once that happens, you're easily manipulated. You're a target, bro. So that's where you need to first start. Now, secondly, if you can develop that, or you have that at the moment and you're lonely because you're not able to go talk to girls, or you don't see yourself as, in your mind, you don't see yourself, that's a whole different aspect. And that's why I think it's important for you to just be conscious of the thoughts that you're having and spend some time in isolation and meditating. If you're alone right now, one of the ways to overcome it is to truly embrace where you're at. Embrace being lonely. Enjoy it. Now, that's going to sound counterintuitive because you're so miserable. But can you learn how to enjoy things that are down right now? If you're down, you're miserable, you're sad, you're anxious, depressed, can you find any sense of enjoyment in that? Can you be grateful for the things that you have? A lot of this is just playing mind games on your own mind. If this world can play mind games on you, why can't you play mind games on your own mind? Now, I know for a lot of people that may be a little too metaphysical for you, but you have to think about it. Your mind creates your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. That's been proven. A lot of these scholars, a lot of people at the top, a lot of people that really made it to where on the outside they're looking like they're quote unquote successful, but then their spirit's right too. This is the thoughts that they've embraced. This is how you truly overcome your loneliness. You sit there and you wonder why these things are the way they are. And what can I do right now to take actions in order for me to try to just feel lighter? Because you need to break what you're currently in the routine of. You guys get so caught up in the same things over and over and over and over again. Nothing's changing in your life. It takes one small change to show you that things are possible and create a new reality. So for instance, you've never talked to a girl before, ever. You're afraid. So go talk to that girl. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't focus on the outcome. That's a lot of times what you focus on grows. And they say that where the energy goes, that's where it flows. So if you're flowing with the energy that I'm never going to get a girl, I'm never going to talk to her, I'm going to approach her, she's going to see me as a loser, I have nothing to provide for her, I'm miserable, I'm invisible, then you're showing the world and her that's where you are, because a lot of that can be projected. I know if you're watching this video, you definitely have witnessed and have the capability to see somebody and be like, man, that guy's really the man. For some of you guys, it might be Andrew Tate, it might be Donald Trump, it might be The Rock, whoever your role model is, whoever you see as that guy. How do you think he got there? You think he was just born? Most men aren't born like this. Most men have to truly develop themselves. We have to create ourselves in the darkness, like the Dark Knight, bro, like Bane. We're born in this darkness and we have to rise and develop these traits. We have to develop this character. So in order for you to overcome the loneliness, you have to develop a new version of you, a new you. A new you is capable of going to talk to that woman, going up to her, saying hi. Just have conversations. You overthink this and overcomplicate this and think that you have to have some type of game. You have to go up to her and put her on a pedestal. You have to have so much money. No, just start talking to women. And a lot of this has been programmed into you to think that you're going to go up to her and she's going to shoot you down and she's going to give you all this evil energy. Now, that is capable. It's a reality. It can happen, but this is not about her. It's about you. It's about you getting the techniques so that you can start developing how to communicate with people in order for you to develop friends and possibly eventually get the girl. You can't just sit here hoping and praying and wishing. That's why the Bible says faith without works is dead. In order for you to overcome loneliness, bro, you have to put yourself in a position to have friends, to be out with friends, to develop a brotherhood. A lot of men can't go out and have friends and have people that really relate to them because you guys aren't sympathetic. You're not you're empathetic. If you really want to have a friend and have a brother, you got to see him for who he really is, bro, and embrace who he is. Stop trying to judge him. A lot of men are lonely because they're automatically judging people off rip. Stop judging so many people, man. Start seeing who they are. Me, I was able to make friends, bro, easily because I don't judge people. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've like had friends that what people would say are like slower, like with lower IQ, and it's all because I didn't see him as that. When I grew up, man, there was a lot of people that would say, "Oh, that guy's slow, leave him alone. He's a little bit on the slower side." But I saw him as a human. I saw him as an individual. I saw him as still another guy that is seeking love and is seeking a brotherhood. Stop seeing these guys for who other people are telling you. You're letting these people influence you, and that's what is one of the problems too. In order for you to overcome your loneliness, you can embrace who people are and just be acceptable of that fact. Because if you really want a friend or you want a girlfriend, it may be extremely important to you accept female nature or accept male nature. Most men really want men that can help them out, give them a little bit of guidance, give them some brotherhood, give them a tribe, and hear what they're saying, allow them to be able to vent without feeling like they're judged. And I believe that's where it starts because most men don't even want to hear people out. You don't have the ability to listen. And same thing with a woman. You can get a woman simply by just listening to her. Now, she might take advantage of you, but she might not make you feel lonely. That's what I'm saying. So it's a multifaceted, it's a really complex, this is a really complex issue. It's not something that's just simple. It would take me having to have personal conversations with you and see. It's like psychology, bro. It really is, because you have to explore why you have developed this sense of identity. Why do you really think that you've been bullied? Now, let's say that this world is cold, this world is evil, and you've been bullied because these people are evil, these people are mean, these people are may have brutally beat you up and things like that. But for some people, it's because you have an amazing calling. You have a powerful destiny, and they're trying to stop you and isolate you. The demonic energy, the demon, Satan, whoever you want to call it, is trying to stop you and keep you isolated and keep you tormented and keep you feeling alone and down and depressed, so you don't overcome and overachieve the things that these past generations in your family have done. The past generations may have just went and been okay with going to work, drinking, having one or two friends, and not having, a true family structure. And you're the one person that decides that in your mind, you can visually see yourself having a wife, having kids, and you want to change the reality because maybe you grew up in a family that had no family structure. There was just you, your mom, and that was it. So I think it's important for you to really think about this, man. This is what I'm saying. You have maybe been chosen to do powerful, great things with your life. This is a time period to where you're in isolation, you're alone, but I believe that you can find meaning and purpose in you being alone. And then you can start developing techniques so that you can start going out there. I give you some reasons why, and I gave you some information and some knowledge as to how you can apply this. If you want to be the best version of yourself, it takes you getting out of the funk, bro. You can't live in a funk. You can't live with your spirit always being broken and down. Slowly rise, slowly get the power. When you wake up in the morning, you guys, a lot of men think this is a joke. You guys will sleep on affirmations. Affirmations are powerful. I don't care what you say. Don't let these, quote unquote alpha males and these quote unquote men say that they're not. Oh, you just need a man up. You just need to get better. You just stop being a little beat, bro. That's one way to go about it, but that's why a lot of men are where we're at. I don't care what anybody says. This world has duality. This world's a spiritual world. Too many men try to live in this masculine frame all the time, and they're taking L's, and they're not truly understanding that there's an opposite side of that too. There's a balance. Men have a caring and loving side too. That's why when a woman that's feminine, she comes about your life, she can love you, and she's giving you that different dynamic. So if you can hear women and truly understand women without truly having this mean masculine approach, it'll put you in a position to where now you can understand where they're coming from a little bit. And a lot of this is about empathy. Like I said, if you can have empathy for her or him, you'll be seen as somebody that has a little bit more value, because in a world that's demonic, in a world that's full of people just being narcissistic. Think about it, man. Most people are narcissistic, which is why they can't have friends. They only care about themselves. They only want what they can get. They only want to take. I want to take this from you. I want to take your soul. I want to take your money. I want to take your finances. I want to take, your car. I want to take all the wisdom you got. I want to take all the knowledge that you got and never provide anything back. If you can be that one person that listens to people, hears people, and gives them practical advice, because you're being able to listen without judgment, and then give them the ability to give them a different perspective. Bro, that's valuable. You'll have friends. You'll have a woman. You'll have people that want to be around you because you'll be different. Embrace your unique gifts. A lot of you guys are lonely because you don't have time to really explore the gifts that God gave you. How to overcome some of this loneliness is for you to understand that God chose you for a reason to be brought onto this earth. You are here for a reason. Now, what is that reason? What gifts do you have naturally? If you're introverted and you like to draw, you can get in a community that people love to draw. A lot of you guys think that you guys will go into these communities and they'll automatically make fun of you because you like to draw, or you like to listen to, podcasts that will teach you about finances, where everybody else is listening to podcasts that basically showing them how to do prank videos, or showing them why women are always going to, be better than men, or vice versa, why men need to do this. That's good. There's a time and a place for that. But learn that all this can be used as information to be applied in the real world. If you're not hearing these things and you're not applying them and learning from trial and error, then you're not growing and you're not evolving. If you learn something about women, let's say you watch a video on YouTube and it's teaching you about how you can go talk to a woman, and you're not applying that, you're not growing, you're not testing. There's a reason why when scientists, they want to develop these cures and stuff like that, they test it. You put that theory to the test, you put your hypothesis to the test, and then you see what the outcome of that is going to be. And then you learn from that, and then you try a different variation of that. That's what you need to do, bro. In order for you to overcome your loneliness, try different algorithms, bro. It's like your mind's a program. All right, I tried this for 15 years of not ever talking to anybody. How about today, I go out to that cashier at the grocery store and say hi. And next time I see her, I'm going to ask her how her day is. Then the next time I see her, I'm going to tell her, you know what? Today, I'm feeling actually good, and God loves you. Bro, you'll change people's life by saying that. They'll be like, that guy is actually a nice guy. that guy has a good spirit, and then you feel good about that, and then you go about that. You go talk to a girl now, a different girl, maybe at the gym. You be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then she says, "Hi." And then that's a first step, bro. It's just a lot of you guys haven't even taken that step. It's like at a fundamental level, we have to start with a lot of men. And then you can go out at the gym and you want some friends. You be like, "Hey, man, that's a good step right there, bro. Keep up the good work." You be like, "Hey, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro." And then you see him the next time. Like, "Hey, bro, those some dope shoes right there. Where'd you get those from?" And it's just like simple like that, bro. You know what I mean? If people think you're weird, if people think that you're strange, so be it. Who cares what they think? At least you're trying to make an impact. At least you're trying to do things different. Who cares what people think? A lot of you guys can't make friends and you can't get with a girl because you're too caught up in what these women think or what these men think. I don't care. You know what I mean? Life is too short. It really is. If you want to overcome your loneliness, think about if this was your last day, all the things that you could accomplish, all the things that you regret. Living with regret is a hard thing to do, bro. And I don't want you to live with regret. I don't want you to see your life just fly by. Maybe you're 17 years old right now, and boom, it's gonna fly by, bro. Next thing you know, you're 55, and you're like, "Man, I still don't have a woman. I'm all by myself, and I never really took the time to approach women." Now, this is really important too, because I know a lot of men are truckers. I get a lot of comments about that. A lot of men may be on the road, and they're lonely because of that, and I can understand that, and I can relate to that. But that's why I think having the ability to go on these platforms and just leave a comment, man. You never know, that comment might develop a friendship with somebody. You might be in this community and you're providing value, and you're leaving comments, and he's seeing you, and then he's like, "Hey, man, I appreciate that." And then you're just building value, and then he might be like, "All right, bro, you want to be a part of this?" And you never know what could stem out of these relationships just by giving people gratitude, bro, because so many men aren't doing that. They're trying to just take from things from you instead of giving back, instead of showing them support. Just by you showing people support, you can overcome your loneliness because you're showing them what they're doing is right. You have to flip the perspective and stop making it so much about you and start making it about them. And I know that's counterintuitive because, like I said, this society is all about narcissism. So there's a reason why Jesus is Jesus, bro. He didn't care about his physical desires, his physical flesh. He cared about his spirit and allowing others to be an amazing individual and showing them the true power. That's why he asked that guy that was sick, "Do you want to be well?" And that's the question that I ask you. Do you really want this? Because if you want this, bro, you can have it. Nothing can truly stop you because your mind is strong enough. Your mind's powerful enough. It's been proven. There's no dispute about this. Faith, belief, and action can get you anything in this world. It's just easier to stay on the opposite side of fear, rejection, afraid, no confidence, self-pity, because these are the lower vibrations. When you start to rise in your vibration, you start to magnify your frequency. When you start to magnify your frequency, it's different. So most people can't embrace the fact of being different. You guys are so afraid of this person's going to judge me, this person's going to talk about me, this person's going to see me as this type of person, and I'm not ready for that. I'd rather just be in my little shell, go back to my little computer, play my little video game, eat my hot Cheetos and get more miserable, feel more down, and then go on here and talk about how I'm lonely. That's why a lot of these videos, like, bro, these videos that I'm talking, I'm giving real knowledge. I'm giving real game. I'm really getting real application. And these are the videos that should go viral. But a lot of these videos won't because they're trying to tell you what sounds good. I'm not telling you what sounds good, bro. A lot of this is like I'm talking to you like a big brother. I'm trying to put you on real wisdom. I'm trying to get you to truly know who you really are. You're not meant to be lonely. You're not meant to be sad. You're not meant to be depressed. You're not meant to just be, "Oh, I'm hopeless. I'm never going to have love. I've never felt love. No woman's going to ever feel me and accept me." Because that is not true. A lot of these women just want a man that can see themselves as somebody who is positive. I don't care what anybody says. Having just a positive mindset can put you in a position to win generally, because most people I talk to, I'm saying most too, or it was crazy. Most people have a negative mindset. If I talk to 10 people, there might be 1 or 2 people that have a positive mindset. And if you're having a positive mindset, real recognizes real. And that's by almost any case, bro. I can come around you. You're going to see me as a positive guy. You're going to want to be around my energy because most people aren't like that. Most people are stuck in their pain, stuck in their trauma, stuck in their past, stuck in their hurt, stuck in their misery, and they don't want to truly take action because it's difficult. So in this video, I've explained to you that you can overcome it. The question is, are you going to decide to do that? Are you going to decide to do that, bro? If you are, leave a comment down below and say, I'm going to decide to overcome loneliness. And once you do that, bro, hold yourself accountable because it's powerful. Leaving a comment down below, you can reflect on that and you can hold yourself to a different level. That's what you need sometimes. You need to wake up, tell yourself, I'm going to be a man of my word. I'm going to say what I'm going to do and I'm actually going to do it. I'm not going to live in this excuses no more. I'm not going to live in this pain anymore. I'm sick of this pain. I'm sick of this excuses. I'm sick of always being looked at as somebody that's not going to change. I'm going to change and I'm going to show you that I'm going to change and I'm going to do it and nothing's going to stop me. Fear is not going to stop me no more. I'm not going to live in fear no more. Once you have that mindset, you can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. Nothing can keep you in a lonely, miserable state because you're not going to be alone no more because this mindset is powerful. You're going to go around people and they're going to be like, man, that guy changed. I don't know what it is about him, but I'm feeling his new energy. I'm feeling his new vibe. And once those people try to keep you down and throw dirt in your name, because it might happen naturally because they see you as the person that you used to be, keep showing them who you are, bro. Use that as hate. Use that hate to transmute energy and get you on the right path, keep you moving, keep you going towards your goals. You have to learn how to transmute energy in this world because most people aren't going to want to allow you to use that and transmute it. But once you can do that, bro, nothing can stop you. You won't be lonely no more. You don't want to just be by yourself and not have any friends and not be by, any women energy. And a lot of it, you just have to get around women energy in general. So that's a start. Just start today, bro. Stop slacking. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.